Alright, welcome back to the YouTube audience. Chess 960, titled arena, $500 top prize, lots of great prizes in there, and lots of top GMs. Got a Kamsky, this is, Artemiev? Or Andrakin? No, that's Andrakin. Yeah, not your standard crew. Oh, we got Bortnyk in there, okay. I was thinking we might see Bortnyk or Danya. So maybe we could check out Bortnyk. Let's see what we've got cooking here. It is 960, so we're going to get some fairly interesting positions right off the bat. And if you're new to variant chess and you have no idea what that means, the pieces start in randomized squares. This is great coordination here. It's a party on the D file. Three plus two, everybody's got the increment, so this one could actually continue for a few more moves. Bortnyk is playing really well here, though. Ooh, that's fancy. You could take here with check now.
Check.
Yeah, you're getting mated somewhere. Yep. You're just getting mated? Okay. And white resigns. The solid 5 seconds left. So, starting off with a bang, Bortnyk. Not a berserk win, but just getting points is going to move you up. It's going to move you up the rankings. And he's sitting... Let's look. He's in 14th. Did that raise him up to the top page? It did. He's at 38 points. First place 67, so that's going to be a tough catch. But nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible for these guys. Yeah, and it's going to come with a lot of berserking. So I think... Oh, sorry. My coaster there. Sticking to my coffee. Yeah, I think if we watch some Bortnyk games, it's always worthwhile watching. And if he starts to lose, yeah, if he loses 3 or 4 games in a row, we'll hop away. Because that is going to be a death sentence. Got a lot of ground to make up. Hey, Tranquil Dart. Yeah, Tranquil Dart, I was talking about it. I had a rough time in the Hyper Shield. It's where we're coming from. I played 77 Hyper games. And not many of them were very good. But we're on to the titled arena. Hey, Snared, what's up? Yeah, Snared's really strong too. Good games. I was all sorts of tilted. Snared playing some melee, yeah, Snared. Snared is we're of the same ilk. Although I do play ultimate.
Check. 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 Check.
Yeah, but melee is very chess-like. Smash in general is very chess-like in the sense that there's always drama. Something's always going on. Bortnyk is gonna go down. This was a double berserk game too. But wow, he really got hammered on the clock. Okay, so let's jump away from Bortnyk. And we'll go to the top game. I guess I'm not too sure who Caching is. Yeah, no name. So we don't know who this is. It's always less enticing to watch when there's like no narrative. It's just anonymous GM question mark. And then I make a thumbnail and I blur myself out And I put a question mark. That's one of my recent thumbnails. Oh, you're absolutely hosed here. You're down a million, yeah. Anonymous GM in first. No sign of stopping. All right, are we getting another pairing here? Give it a moment. Hey, Zaven's in here. Lichess regular. I feel like this guy only comes out for the blitz events, including these 960. These guys think it's a little bit more real chess, I guess. Not playing 3-0 or 1-0. Yeah, we'll have to get my bullet rating back up. That always the big tournaments, they're bound to kill you. Big open tournaments can be just crazy for the rating. And speaking of crazy, this castle, you gotta love this. Kingside castling. And it just looks like the weirdest thing ever. And just like that, these players weasel their way out of this crazy setup, and everything is just, you know, every square has a piece. Every piece is on a good square. One athletic king. Yeah, I heard Eric Rosen say that somebody made the castling move wrong in a tournament, and of course you can get like disqualified if you make a wrong move. So that's one way to win a game. It's not possible on Lichess. I'm like on the verge of sneezing. I didn't want to kill you guys. I had my finger on the trigger. Okay, let's kick this queen, yeah. Ton of time in this game, too. That's surprising. This piece seems better than this piece. I suppose what's it really doing, yeah. Maybe it can just be exchanged. And this is annoying. Now you just got all this space. A lot of squares covered. How do I deal with this? Oh yeah, queen's off first. Queen's off first is the order. Okay. And these guys are so good at defending pawns with pawns, keeping the pawn chain together. Now, yeah, a couple of pawn chains, but you're assaulting so many squares in this camp. Okay, weak point, defend. Yeah, you're picking this up. Yeah, you're just resigning. And just throw in the towel. Yeah, there's way too much time. Wow, caching is really killing it. Like I said, we don't know who this is. But they're crushing those 3 in a row. Who is Blue Green Sun? Sanal. Okay, I don't know who that is. Got a Kamsky in here. Game ending. Okay, maybe we can just stick with the top seed. We'll probably end up getting a Got a Kamsky game. And here it is. On the spot. And if you're hanging with us on YouTube, I do appreciate it. Leave a like and a comment. Tell us who you think is going to win. Tell us your favorite color for all I'm concerned. The comments just seem to the reason why they make us ask and ask and ask for whatever reason is something to do with the algorithm. So when you get the comments, you get the views. And we've had a lot of people watching. I see a lot of comments on the shorts. Not so many on the videos, but we're trying our best. We're doing our best here on YouTube, and of course on the live Twitch feed as well. 5-time U.S. champion Gata Kamsky. Yeah, it's interesting when people like will change just for like a better chance or better, like opportunities or whatever. Like you had a lot of people recently like defect from the Russian side. Like didn't Artemiev or was it Andrei? It was one of them, right? Now they play for like Slovenia. Which is interesting. Speaking of how the pieces move. And also that Ukrainian kid who got caught cheating there for like no reason. He was playing in Romania, right? He was on the Romanian national team. And that seemed weird, but then somebody explained it that it's all like about, your place on the team and how much money there is, more importantly. And sometimes it's just better for them to go to a different place. But also the US, yeah, everybody wants to come to the US. Like, isn't Gata involved with Webster? Or one of these, like, actually prestigious schools? Ali Reza 2, not Russian, but changing the flag for the opportunity, yeah. Yeah, Iran is another, and I'm friends with Iranian people on Lichess. But yeah, that's a whole nother issue there. Okay, no Berserk. These games just feel like they take such a long time when there's no Berserk. I've got that criminal mindset of Hyper Bullet. I just played some games to warm up, start off the stream. In the Hyper Shield, actually, it was a Shield arena. So we're off to the races, is what I'm saying. But yeah, 3-2, then it just feels like online classical. As I like to say. As I like to say about 1 plus 0. Alright, how am I holding this together? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then this would be awkward because you'd have to take and tell. Oh, and then this queen would be pinned. So you gotta do something here. This is actually a really nice move. Okay. Yeah, rook or bishop f1, excuse me. Yeah, it's always funny finding out that you played somebody, and I say this all the time on YouTube actually. People ask if I play as the same name, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the same name. We probably have like 58,000 games against each other. Realistically, it's very possible. Yeah, it's always interesting and kind of cool when somebody says, hey, we've played together. Blah, blah, blah. Every once in a while, somebody will see themselves as my opponent. JG10 was in here earlier. Hey, what up, pizza guy? 2010 was in here earlier, and he smoked me once. Quite frankly, he's just a kid, I think, too. But yeah, absolutely smoked me. And it was a great clip. And I put that up. And one guy earlier this week liked how I put up losses. He's like, you're the only YouTuber I see that would put up a loss. I don't think that's true. I feel like Eric Rosen would clip like a funny loss if he got mated in a hilarious way. Yeah, it's content, right? Got to play both sides. A little bit of humility, right? But that's kind of how I thought of it. I was like, this is kind of funny. What a good comment. Okay, this is probably a draw, right? Are we just gonna kiss and make up, move around a little bit till somebody makes an accidental pre-move, a pre-move slip? Like this and this? No, there's +2. This is Gotakamsky too, yeah. I don't think Gotakamsky's going to be throwing in any crazy, well, he's playing black, so there's really no tricks either. You've got to actually hang out here. And this is never moving, okay. This structure is never moving. Alright, so that was overall the most boring game that we've watched. I ain't here to lie to you. So let's take a look. Caching is up 15 over Blue Green Sun, this Turkish GM. Who's Mithraba? It's Mithraba Guha, of course. How dare you not know that, chat? How's Mithraba doing? Okay, we're getting a 1 versus 2. We're gonna stick with this. The rise of Mithraba can wait. It can wait. Okay, this is awkward. What a funny move. Your knight starts in the corner. And then you just think, I'll just move my knight. It'll be a great move. Can I play this and this? Nope, you just defend with the rook. Yeah, this you're getting kicked and... Okay, especially with no increment, it's probably fairly awkward. You gotta take all that time at the beginning and really figure out where your pieces are gonna go. That like 15 seconds before the game starts is actually incredibly important in this variant, which is not really a thing in anything else, right? Unless you're really thinking about like your first move and all that, but 960, it takes like a lot of preparation to figure out like, hey, where are my pieces going? And this is incredibly strange, right? None of these pieces have moved. We've just got a whole load of activity, and all of that for 1 pawn. And I think this knight has to move before you can castle. I think there's something weird about no, okay. There's something weird about sometimes pieces have to move before you can castle. Okay, this is compromising here. Sneaky little C4 jab in here. Okay, can you take? No, obviously you're defending. Seeing this open up, and I'm thinking there might be some way to sneak in here, but nope. Something far less sinister. Okay, move 25, but black has no increment. Okay, take. Nope, you're taken. Okay, everything, defending everything, you gotta take here first. Queen is undefended now. Oh!
Check.
Oh, everything falls apart. Yeah, you have no time. You're panicking, rushing a little bit. That is actually going to be good for the... Speaking of content, this is going to be big for the tournament. As a 15-point lead is now going to be closer to 10. First place has no fire. Berserking again. Are we going to give up time odds 2 games in a row? Hey, once again, we see this too. You see a rook, and you push a pawn. Great. Also opens up the bishop. This is interesting. Obviously takes. You're nice and defended. Well, where do you go now? Start getting your pieces involved. E3. Okay, I was thinking maybe D3, but why not E3? Take? Yeah, take with the rook, and then you're running it to bishop D5. How strong is bishop D5? Whoa. Yeah. White was very surprised this wasn't played. I mean, then you end up on king c2, you're in front of your rook, you're asking for trouble here. I think black just played far too fast there. Far too quickly. Okay, now we get to relax. With our 65 seconds, yeah, no increment. But beautiful position. Everything is coming here. Optimal bishops. You want to open this, right? Yeah, you are getting in the way of this bishop. which bishop do you want to be stronger? Probably the main diagonal. Yeah, you're cracking down on the main diagonal. This is the main diagonal, police. Knock knock, motherfucker. Okay, that's one way to deal with it. It's funny, I usually don't swear unless it's like very much buried into a YouTube video. But in pretty much one of my best shorts ever, I'm like all hyped up. I say the F word. I'm like, yeah. And that thing got like 30,000 Instagram views. A whole buttload of likes. I was surprised. I forgot I had any success on Instagram. Even a semblance of a decent post. TikTok, I won't talk about. No time for TikTok. Even though I post there, nothing. Wonder how the TikTok ban would affect chess. I feel like there's not a lot of chess content on TikTok. That's why I was trying my best. Okay. All right. Attack. Let's attack something. Yeah, now your beautiful bishops are no more. Your attack has basically fizzled out, and these guys are so good at just holding their own position. This knight is decent, but what is it really doing? Do you take the queen off and dissolve? No, you can't do that. You're basically asking for a loss. Yeah, you need to generate some kind of attack here. He's got the attack, but down 5-1 on the time and no increment. That's one way to put it. Oh, these games just feel so luxurious all this time. I know 3+2 or some of these faster time controls can really throw people off. But when you've played so much fast chess, like a lot of us in the chat, it just becomes kind of natural. Whoa, we're getting a big sack here? Moving a defender, you're thinking this is coming back, but does rook h3 just hold? And then there's going to be some kind of checks. And then this square is really weak. Okay, so black is committing to the flag here. Checks. You got to keep moving the queen. Where do you go? Oh, there's going to be checks. Where do I go? Just get a check in. That's really nice. Oh no, there is a check. Okay, okay.
check,
Here, check. Where do the checks come? Here, here? 2 seconds? Or do you choose to defend?
check,
Checkmate.
Oh, let's go, the mate. We had to get some kind of clip from this. You knew there was going to be some clip in this arena. Yeah, chat going nuts. Chat going nuts. Gotta get the pop off in there. For Anonymous GM1 versus Resto Valgar, who is this guy plays on Chess.com too. I'm pretty sure this is some well known Azerbaijani GM. Yeah, that was a snipe. Ka-ching. How did I miss that one?
going berserk,
Is this guy gonna not berserk back now? That'd be such a move. That'd be a mood. Okay. Oh, man of honor. Hits the berserk back button. Doesn't want to create any enemies. Whoa! What? And now you're gonna castle this way? Oh no, this rook would have to move because this rook is gonna end up on f8. So maybe you get some kind of rook moving here, and then you're gonna get castling. And yeah, the bishop is gonna come in and repair the structure. Get these good players that will do that sometimes. Where like you rip the file open and then the bishop will just come back. And maybe even this bishop will like make it around and become another defender. But right now this bishop is doing fine. Thinking he's gonna castle with the F rook. So you'd have to move. You would have to move the queen, and then you would castle. And your king would end up on c8, right? Okay, this is majorly awkward now. Gotta say white is probably better here, huh? Black would love to get this in, and then your king is just all the way over here, but the queen is cutting it off. Okay, now queenside castling does not work. Yeah, you gotta get up and over. Whoa, that's one way to do it. Defend. Can I push?
check,
Well, this is very scary. How to get away? Oh, how do I get away? This, and then this comes with check? Ouch.
check, check,
Yeah, there's no way. Mithraba's flying. Absolutely flying. Okay, so this tournament is living up to the hype. Yeah, that was awkward. This tournament is absolutely living up to the hype. We saw a 17 or so point lead from caching. Despite that one really sick checkmate, the lead is now down to 7. And then 15 from there. But we've got people like Bortnyk even sneaking back in, right? And former player is another anonymous, but clearly some also very strong player. I mean, all these GMs. Whoa. Can I just take these 2 pawns for the rook?
check,
That's what we're thinking. These are the tactics.
check,
No, you save the rook. Why would you take the pawn? Yeah. You end up getting the knight for this. Okay, so that was all pretty much clearly calculated. There were no last case scenario of just picking up an extra pawn, and then the next thing you know, you can hold, maybe end up with a passer here, possibly strong bishop. Could cancel out one of these rooks, but no. Okay, where am I going? full increment, so this is a time to think. Where do I go? Do I want the file? Yeah, I want the file. Oh, but I can get bullied right now, right? And then some easy slip up. You throw the knight in here, the next thing you know, the knight would be pinned. Okay, so we are going for the passer. And it'll be a connected passer supported by the bishop. You clearly be taking this way. There's no need to take this way. Quite frankly, this would be losing the game. Then you would give black a passer. There's a big thing about these endgames. I actually played a bullet game against Eric Rosen where he was able to pull off this maneuver. And the second that it hit, I knew I was cooked. Because, yeah, even if a pawn takes, you end up with a connected passer, and a connected passer can be worth well more than a rook, as we all know. Could be some weird flag shenanigans possible. Ooh, this rook's a goner. Maybe you check? This knight was supported, and there was a check possible. Black was looking amazing there. But time on both sides. Even more so for black. Black's got to move. And white's going to do everything they can to press. But this is just a piece. Material's still even. Where do I go to satisfy my camp here? 2-second increment. Yeah. And this is one way to defend. Okay, really nice. Okay, here? Nope, just the king will defend. Okay. Yeah, your king is cut off. This rook is just so strong. Speaking of what I was saying with the bishop maybe being able to kind of equal out one of these rooks, this knight is just worth even more. No time to pick this up, right? Check. Okay. Okay, you had to be careful. If there was king here, you couldn't play this because then the rook would have hung. And these +2, technical endgame, knight and 4 pawns versus the rook. Careful, careful. Don't want to end up randomly pinning your knight or anything. Oh, you gotta move! Rook here? Oh man, dead even material. Do not put this rook on a dark square. This knight is lurking. Okay, white's got the winning chances, but you're gonna get a ton of checks. Okay, the nice bridge method. Usually you want to do it with the rook, but you've got your knight. Is this just gonna end up some kind of draw? Got all these squares covered. Nah, white's gonna push. Bortnyk wants a win here. I fear for Bortnyk's keyboard in the event of a flag. Okay, defend that check. Yeah, just to be a little tricky. Is there any way where, I mean, I'm covering all these squares. Can I get a check in? Is there any way to push through? No, this is just going to be a draw. But barring some kind of blunder, yeah, keep your king and your rook more than 2 diagonal lengths away, which is being done, but also typically on the opposite colored squares, just so there's no knight maneuvers. We are pushing. This is going to keep the game going. This is covered. Your only check is covered. Interesting. This is pinned. What to do? What to do? There's a check, and then I push. This is still pinned, though. The technical endgame special from Bortnyk. Okay, attack that rook. Attack the rook.
Check.
Can we push? I don't think it works.
Check.
Still just going to be a draw. Push. No, we're playing on... Oh! Now we're definitely lost. What? Tell me this is some weird stalemate trick.
Check.
Yeah, it is, because you get the pawn. Whoa, that's so nice! Speaking of the clips, my god, stalemate trick of the century right there. That was actually pretty unbelievable.
Check.
Just guarantees that you're gonna pick this pawn up. There's no way to defend.
Check.
It's exactly what we see. Really tricky. Man, they played on for so long too. They played on for so long. There's no way that's not going on YouTube Shorts. That was actually a pretty phenomenal. Okay, we're getting a CM here. Bortnyk is off the fire streak, sitting at... Yeah, I think White must have been missing something, huh? We all know how it feels to play those positions where you know you're winning, but at the same time, you have to convert, and next thing you know, it's a Magnus Hikaru situation where Hikaru had Hikaru had the winning position, and Magnus had some absolutely crazy hold. Just some absolutely astounding hold. And Hikaru wasn't able to convert. Somebody will remember, right? The imbalance. But something like that, you make your opponent's pieces stronger than they actually are in your head. And with Magnus, that makes sense, because it's like, well, Magnus... This isn't a knight. This is Magnus's knight. Okay, interesting. Yeah, just pressure here. Wow, okay, now probably takes. Just c5. I liked taking. Oh, but then, okay, then there was check and... Ooh, now these ideas look nice. Yeah, black doesn't want anything to do with that. Quite frankly, get me all the way to c6. Defending everything. I'd take with the pawn, yeah, why not? Keep that structure together. Why am I thinking queen takes, and then you don't want to assume on your opponent doing stuff for you. You just want to why leave this, you know? And then go back and then you got a bummy pawn. Okay, this is pinned, so we're not looking at any of this stuff soon. This is defended. Maybe get king b2 in. Okay, so just c4 and b takes c4. And yeah, pinned, so... and just right up the board. Connected pawns. Next thing you know, this will be on the 6th rank and soon to be a queen. This or this, okay. Teeing up a check. Somebody in the chat says, who is he? Technically, GMs don't have to be he's. Judith Polgar is a GM. Okay, checks. Oh, game over on the spot. Wow, what a nice snipe. What a absolute snipe. Even I saw it immediately. The second that happened, I'm like, ah. King is defending the queen. Next thing you know, you just throw in the little chip and the queen is falling. So, good to know we were on it. Tactics, check plus. Hey, we've had a good crowd in here today, too. I do appreciate you guys in the chat. Also, Lichess with the raid earlier. Coming from coverage of the Qatar Masters. Our buddy Linux Bricky. Lichess Mod. Always doing a good job. Yeah, it's been a good stream. 13 minutes left in this arena. So we're gonna stay strong. Let's see who picks up the dub. Caching is still in first. They've actually been in first the whole time that we've been watching. Hey, we're on Lichess homepage, so I appreciate that. Typically, there's a lot of people streaming during this, so I'm kind of surprised we're on the homepage. That's great. It's great news. Okay, abusing this pin. Free knight equals queen. Okay, well, borderline playable, but no. I mean, oh, and there would be takes and then take with check. Okay, yeah. Whoa. These guys like to play chess and have fun, wouldn't you know it? And play a bunch of cool imbalances. You gotta love it. This is content for the people. I know this is Bortnyk. He knows how to get it done. But man, top level stuff. Cool and balanced. You just go for it for the people. And the bishops are going to take on the queen. Okay. This is a very tender square. Obviously, there were checks here. Where's my queen go?
Check.
Here. Well, what is holding me on? I think you gotta play rook g2. And the coordination, except for this bishop, everything is like pretty solid. I mean, if this bishop goes home, everything is completely solid. Yeah, just a little x-ray vision on this bishop now, okay? Now the question is black in trouble? Probably not. I mean, this... Now you've got plenty of squares. There's a check here. You got to be a little bit cautious. So if I go back all the way, I get checked. Oh no, you just take. Okay. Yeah, Bortnyk is looking good. Bortnyk is always a good one to follow.
Check.
I'm kind of surprised Danya didn't hop on this one or something. $500 as a top prize. And even before this one started, chat was saying, like, it doesn't look like that stacked of an event. But there's always going to be people that we're not even sure of, like, you know, for all we know, caching is fill in the blank, you know, somebody amazing, some absolutely diabolical GM. Okay, is this queen trapped? Uh-oh. Bortnyk gonna take it home. Take your queen. Add it to the clip book. Bortnyk, yeah, he's in 7th, trying to making his way downtown. Bortnyk is in 7th, 56 points. And the money starts in 5th place at 60 points. So Bortnyk is 1 game off the money. And I think there should be time for just about 1 more game. Wow, caching has lost his last 4 games. And Draken has won his last 4. He's flown up to the top. A strong closeout here. Top 2, this 1 and 2 pairing is actually only separated by 1 point. Now that I'm looking again. 78 to 79. So this is pretty much it here, people. Maybe I'll make a little note on YouTube in the chapters if you want to skip ahead, kind of get the meat of the tournament. This is going to be it. 1 point separates first place. And then we kind of get to see, I do like seeing who makes it to the top 5, you know, and then kind of taking a look at just who else is involved. Sometimes you get like an Eric Rosen, or get a lot of random people that will play these. It's cool to peek through the list. But yeah, mostly we're just here to see who wins. Takes home that $500 top prize. Okay, this was looking really tender, right? Nah, I guess there's really nothing from it. But then all these lights, like all these light squares were looking so weak. I really thought there was going to be something on C6 there. Okay, take. Is there another way to challenge this? Nope, just right away, okay. Yeah, and very important, this pawn is this is the house of cards right here. This one pawn is holding this entire game together, quite frankly. Interesting. There would be bishop c3. Then this queen would be deflected. You would be able to at least get these pieces off. Okay, how about we take? Nope. c3, just solid. Can we take now? Take with check. King b8, is there any reason? No. Nope. Just use your big beefy battery. Second rank knight. Why would we be exchanging this? Okay, funny enough, this move was much more practical than you're thinking. If you play king b1, the next thing you know, you're running into a pin, which could have been catastrophic. Yeah, everybody is in the chat wondering who caching is. Wow, yeah, who is this random FM account that you're mentioning in chat? Wow, what? That's crazy. Yeah, this FM had a nearly perfect streak. They're in 7th place. Take a look after.
Check.
Okay. This one is for all the marbles. Your king is stuck here. Everybody fighting for these last second points. And realistically, this is when you want to get another game started.
Check.
Oh, you're getting a pawn? Take. Then this pawn would be saving you from take and a queen hanging. Somehow I was seeing all the way down the line. Now if you take, and then there was a check to bail you out because the queen would be hanging, but now this pawn is reinforced, so. Oh, obviously this GM guy is probably so annoyed by that. Is there so, yeah, okay, this finally comes? This finally hits? Where's the trick? Where's the trick? Take? Is there like check here? No, you can take this way. Oh, queen's trapped. Okay, take first? Oh, you take here first. Yeah, because you're defended and that's game over. Okay. Yeah, in second place. Probably scrambling. Even starting one more game. You basically have no hope. You're down 3 points. So this player is gonna have to get a quick game to Berserk. We'll stick with caching. We haven't done so much hopping around. We did watch some Bortnyk games, but we've largely stuck with first place, and for good reason. If we take a look here, that was pretty much the one that's going to seal the deal, barring they can get one quick Berserk game. So let's get in on this. There has not been another pairing for caching. So a quick Berserk game. This one looks like it's going to look at the clocks. Look at the tournament clock. There's chances. This one is not over here. I had this one written off. But no. And opposite sides castling. These guys just know, they know what to do. They know what they're doing. Huh? I was thinking this just looked quite opportunistic, but now then the knight will dive in. King H2. Whoa. Okay, check. my reactions to this game is so visceral. This game is too important. Get this queen in here. Now you just get to use this pawn as a defender for yourself. Okay. Now we're in scary times. Uh-oh.
Check.
Yeah, more importantly, this was gonna come with a check. Oh yeah, they would be tied on score. And there's the tiebreaker is simply performance. So even if Blue Green Sun wins, they might not win because of performance. Okay, you're getting a huge pawn.
Check.
Okay, that was forced, right? It would have been this, and then you would have had to take and take. H5. Oh man. Chat says draw. But there's no increment.
Check.
Checkmate.
Now white bungled that. Wow, Zaven. He is not going to allow any shenanigans. That's going to be the last game of the tournament. That was a crazy finish. Yeah, with one more win. Oh man, they would have won on performance. With that Berserk win, 81, they would have won on performance. Now, we were wondering in chat, but good job to caching, holding on there. Didn't get a last pairing as we saw. But was able to hold on. Blue Green Sun missing that win, and they would have won on performance as we noted. We've also got Mithraba, who we've looked at, who is GM Guha, who is also a streamer. We've got Andraken in 4th, and Bortnyk in 5th. We saw where they were to start the tournament, something like in 17th. And they only played 23 games, as opposed to 39 for first place. But they were able to throw up 66 points. Like, that's a huge performance. Yeah, 2,600 performance. That is tanky. And then this FM Samsky had the best performance. This is the best performance of anybody in here. 2666. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Leave a like and a comment. Don't forget to subscribe.